Welcome to Lake TV's High School Basketball Coaches Show. That's right, the basketball season is upon us, and it is brought to you by the wonderful folks at COMC and Hy-Vee, both in Osage Beach and Jefferson City, our veterinary at the lake, and the O'Sullivan Bruce Group, part of RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks. So let's talk about the Tipton Cardinals. We've got coach and activities director, and I believe assistant principal. You do everything over there at Tipton.
Yeah, they try to keep me busy.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So it's Jason Culpepper who has come down from Tipton to join us here on the Coaches Show today. Thank you for making the trip. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me.
So we were going to have Coach Beeman here too, but he's sick right now, so you're kind of stepping in. So you will get to tell us a little bit about both the boys and the girls program at Tipton. Let's start off with the boys. Coach Beeman not here. The boys last year actually had a pretty good year, I think. They were 15-12, had a winning season. And what do you have coming back for the boys team this year? Got any talent coming back, or did you lose a lot?
We lost Connor Wolf, who was a senior last year. He was a 1,000-point scorer. Connor was he did a lot for them offensively. And he was one of the better wing defenders in the area. So he was a big loss for him, and they got to fill those shoes.
Yeah.
He was nice 6'1" guard, and that's hard to replace. So he's big shoes to fill. But they had a lot of young kids on the team last year that played a lot. They got Jackson Bailey, who's a sophomore last year. He had several games where he scored over 20 points as a freshman. A real competitive player. Plays a lot of AAU basketball. He's really looking to fill most of the load there on the offensive side of it. Jack Moon returns as a junior. Jack and Jackson were both named to the Tipton All-Tournament team. Two very good players they got there as both good wing defenders and also can score the ball. Inside they return. They're two guys that rotated kind of a little bit last year. And then Liam Corley is another one they expect to kind of step up this year as a junior. And he's more of a 6'1" wing that will kind of step up and take some of that defensive role that Connor left.
Okay, and we did on Lake TV, we did a Tipton game last year where they beat Eldon,
Yep.
I believe, and very, very impressive team. It's tough when that's part of the high school game though. You got a great senior, scores 1,000 points, and he's gone. Then you just kind of have to pick it up. And you are the head coach of the girls program, which has turned into just a juggernaut at Tipton the last few years. I mean, you've lost less than 10 games in the last 3 years. That's pretty amazing what you've put together.
Yeah, we've had some really good kids come through Tipton with great parents, and with great parents and great kids, come that support to do what's necessary to be great. They spend a lot of their time in the summer playing basketball, lifting weights, and continuing to get better. And the girls have kind of, starting way back in 2014, 13, when we started, those girls kind of, I always tell them, they built the foundation.
Yeah.
They allowed me to come in and set these expectations as being very high. And then as we've went through time, it's continued to get better. And I think, that's the biggest thing. You can't build something overnight. It takes a while.
Yeah.
And then once you get it in place, it's, just continuing to try, and you got to have great kids. You can't win without great athletes.
What is the most important thing that when you turn? I mean, last year you were 25-6. The year before 26-6. The year before 27-2. So I was wrong. You've lost over 10 games in the last 3 years. Sorry about that. I mean, this is pretty incredible. What is the most important thing when you're putting together a team, a program like that? What's the most important element of that?
The people,
the
kids involved, and then I think far as what I do, far as you got to have the kids, but then challenging them to get better all the time. I think that 27-2 team you pointed out, I don't think we had enough challenges along the way to be great at the end of the season. If you look at our schedule from last year, I think you said we lost 6 games.
Yep.
And all 6 games we lost last year, every one of those teams had one thing in common, and that's that they were at the Final Four last year.
Interesting.
In Class 1, Class 2, and Class 4. So, and Boonville won state, and Leeton got second, and Steelville got third, Skyline got second. So, Wellington got third. Walnut Grove got fourth in Class 1. All the teams that we lost to at some point last year, all of them were at the Final Four.
Every one of those losses sticking in your head.
Oh, yeah. And, for us, it's each year trying to – and now that we've kind of, figured it out, and the girls have too, you can't wait until March to see a really good team.
Yeah.
Or else you're not going to know what to expect.
Absolutely, yeah.
And if you see them throughout the year, you kind of know where you need to be come March. So, having the players that can do it, and then also challenging them along the way.
All right, we're getting to know more about the Tipton Cardinals. We've got the activities director, the girls high school coach, Jason Culpepper, here with us. We'll have more with Coach Culpepper right after this. What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Your time on the water is limited, and Hy-Vee and Osage Beach knows it. Let us do the shopping so you can maximize your lake time. With our Isles online app, you can have your groceries delivered or ready for contactless pickup when you arrive to the lake. With all your grilling favorites, snacks, fresh produce, and home to the lake's largest wine, spirits, and beer department, your weekend at the lake starts with Hy-Vee and Osage Beach, where you'll find a helpful smile in every aisle.
The winds are blowing and the temperature's dropping. You know what that means. It's time for high school basketball on Lake TV. Our broadcast schedule is set for our best season yet. It's live high school basketball with Wild Will and Uncle Chris on Lake TV. Join us for the COMC pregame show 15 minutes before tip-off. Catch all the action on Como Channel 90 and streaming live on Lake TV's Facebook page and at mylaketv.com. It's also free to watch on Roku and Amazon Fire Stick. Join us for high school basketball on Lake TV.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah, Nicole, what do you need?
Did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront.
And a brand new kitchen.
I'm headed out there after I type this email.
I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
Welcome back to Lake TV's High School Basketball Coaches Show, the high school basketball season here. And Lake TV, we have 10 games for you this season. Local teams playing each other, head-to-head matchups, and we'll have a Tipton game in there too. And we've got Tipton girls basketball coach Jason Culpepper and activities director with us. So your girls program has turned into one of the best in the state. The boys program pretty good, over 500 last year. What kind of a game do the boys play? What's their style?
I think that's what they're trying to figure out right now. And, I think that's right now they're kind of hit and miss because they're trying to find that style that best fits them. You'll see them sometimes here early in the season. They started out 2-1, so they've started out, 2-1. That's a good start. But they're still struggling in quarters and in small stretches to kind of find that identity of where they need to be.
Yeah.
And they're a young team, so they got plenty of time to figure it out. And I think that's what really their hold up right now from being 3-0 is that inability to figure it out quick, which takes time.
Yeah, it does.
And, I think once they figure that out, I think they'll be good. They've got a lot of quick wings that can shoot it a little bit, and they've got a lot of height inside. So they have a variety of ways they can play. It's just finding what fits all their kids.
Well, and that's the beauty of the season. Usually teams do try to find an identity early on, and as the year goes on, they, start to roll, find what works for them. And your girls program, what's your style?
I think it all starts on defense, for us. And, that's our biggest concern every night when we start, when we practice, is defense and rebounding. We don't want the other team, whoever it is we're playing, to be able to handle our defensive pressure. And it's not necessarily in the full court. We rarely press, if ever. We pressed Rolla because we had to, because we were down, and we needed to create some turnovers. But typically it's all in the half court. We just try to, really get after them defensively, get some deflections to lead to steals. And typically for us, we've always counted on our defense to carry our offense. And then offensively, we got a 5'11" All-State post, and Myra at the point guard spot, and freshman Charlie Bailey, who's going to score 15 a game as a freshman.
Gee, that's nice.
So we got shooters and we got bigs inside. So for us, we want to play it inside out. If they collapse, kick it out, we'll knock down the three.
What kind of fan base do you get there in Tipton? Great, Cardinal fans there?
Oh yeah, we have awesome support there in Tipton. Last year we kind of had the first. 2020 when we went to the Final Four, they had restriction on tickets, so you couldn't really come to the games. You only had 150 last year. All the way through the playoff run last year, it was great to see how many Tipton people came out and supported the girls. And then that support's just continued.
Yeah.
Our first two games at home in the Tipton tournament, there were the fans. There were a lot of fans there. The student body was huge in both those games. The student section was completely packed. They were engaged in the game. They were, cheering and chanting, and they really gave us some energy to feed off of.
Winning will do that for you, won't it?
It does, yeah.
Absolutely. What's the old saying? Winning heals all ills, or something like that.
Yeah, winning cures everything.
Yep.
That's right.
It's funny how that happens. We're talking with Coach Jason Culpepper, Tipton Cardinals. He's the girls basketball coach, one of the best programs in the state. So I've got some fun questions for you here. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, so it's the holiday season.
Yeah.
And so tell us, would you rather spend Christmas on a hot beach somewhere or snowy Lake of the Ozarks?
Hot beach, no doubt.
Really?
Yep. The year COVID hit, 2019, 2020. My wife's birthday is December 30th, so we went down to Key West for that little break there right after Christmas, and I can't wait till I get where I can. Basketball's unfortunately during the winter, so I can't get away very often, but I love warm weather.
There you go. Hey, it's hard to beat a beach, right?
It is.
There you go. Do you make New Year's resolutions?
Typically try to, just something to better myself.
Yeah.
Just something small. I know it's not going to last long, but even if I can just be better for a month, that's something.
At least you're realistic about it.
Yeah, I'll take it. If I can do something better for a month, I'll take it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, good. Do you have a favorite Christmas song?
My favorite Christmas song right now would probably be Jingle Bells, because both my kids know that song.
Okay.
So my son is 6 and my daughter's 5, so they both know that song. So we can all sing that song together. So that's probably my favorite song right now.
There you go. You gotta work with what you got.
That's right.
So Jingle Bells. There you go. How about a favorite Christmas movie? You got kids.
Yep.
So I'm guessing there's a movie in there somewhere.
With the kids and the Christmas movies, mine's still going to probably be Die Hard, and I know that's probably a little controversial.
Okay, no, I like that.
People are going to be like, that's not a Christmas movie. It is a Christmas movie, but I consider it a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie. There's Christmas trees in there.
Yeah, I like Die Hard.
Absolutely. That is probably the first time we've ever gotten that answer.
Okay.
Die Hard, but that's greatness. Nagasaki Tower.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. Okay. So would you rather watch a Christmas movie or sports?
Sports.
Yeah. Okay, let's get real. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So one of the holiday traditions for you guys is checking out the sports.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Always Christmas Day, watching the NBA games, sitting there on the couch at my parents' house watching NBA games is great.
There you go. So that's Jason Culpepper, the activities director and girls basketball coach at Tipton. Thank you so much for making the trip down and joining us. Good luck this season.
Thank you guys for having me.